So what I did now, I have assigned additional memory and a CPU to server for today, so that it should not give us a problem. You see now I have assigned additional RAM, additional CPU. So it's now have 16 gig memory and have a 4 CPU, because every time we run out of CPU power. So let us start this machine. And let's start this machine as well. So today we are going to see core admin tasks, which is not related to a user, but how to make their system up and run always. All right, we say that SPVM has started, but we have to wait. Let me check the status. Both are ready. Looks good. All right, both machines started now. Let me log into SharePoint server. Remote state. This be admin password 123. Pretty fast now. All right, we need this tool, so I keep it open. In next classes, I also need SQL Server, so I will keep this tool open as well. Let me log into Central SharePoint, SPVM, primary. Yeah, I'm also going to log in on SQL Server 2014. Oh my God, view is too low. Let me see if I can increase the view. All right. So let's understand today's scenario, what we are going to do. So today's agenda is how we can go and ensure my resources going to utilize perfectly. So monitor resource utilization, which include CPU, memory, monitor, services. It should not stop. So this is a point number one. This is a point number two. And then we also going to understand the backup strategy. We are also going to understand how we can migrate and upgrade my SharePoint from one version to another version. So this is all our pure admin tasks. Admin who has a responsibility to ensure SharePoint server and all related ecosystem should up and running. So to maintain the system up and running, we have to monitor the resource utilization. Resources means CPU and memory. We also have to monitor services, that any services which is a stop, not started, it's going to impact my SharePoint availability. And also, if something deleted from the SharePoint, let's say some user delete the document. If some user delete the site itself, sub-site, or a list, how we are going to recover it? And also, what will happen if someone delete the database? How we are going to recover it? So this all are we going to understand in a backup and a remote strategy for a SharePoint. And then if we have to migrate my SharePoint from one version to another version and from on-premises to online, then what all tool and services we are going to take it out to perform this specific job. So it means that when we talked about SharePoint, let's go back to day one, where we understand some fundamental component which actually make up my SharePoint. The very first component which is pretty important for my SharePoint performance and availability, is a Windows server itself. If any problem with the Windows server, virus infection, or any of the Windows server services has a problem, your SharePoint will have a problem. Second important service which run the SharePoint is called Active Directory. If any issues with the Active Directory, we are going to run into the problem of having a SharePoint. Third one, which of course a pretty important service which run my SharePoint, is a SQL server. So if my SQL server has a problem or database has a problem, it also gonna have a problem on my SharePoint. And next, on a SharePoint server itself, you have an Internet Information Services, which is an IIS web server. So if anything goes wrong in my IIS server, of course, my SharePoint gonna have a problem. Yesterday, we have some problem in my IIS because I develop an application pool, I delete an application pool, and that application pool is critical one. So it create a problem for me in my SharePoint. And at the last, SharePoint. So it means that when I as a admin handle SharePoint server, it's not only sometimes the problem in my SharePoint. Problem can be somewhere else. And because of that, my SharePoint is not working as expected. Sometimes some of the feature is not working as expected. SharePoint as a whole is working perfectly fine. So we are going to take a route from reverse. First, we are going to understand in SharePoint itself how we are going to protect my resources. So let's understand the SharePoint. The very basic protection which available to SharePoint is called recycle bin. Is called recycle bin. So it means that if any item get deleted in my SharePoint, if any item get deleted in a SharePoint, it is gonna store in a recycle bin. Now, in SharePoint, we have a two type of recycle bin. First, we call it a stage one recycle bin, which is sometimes also known as user recycle bin. So when we delete any item, for an example, if I delete a document, my document will first go to a user recycle bin. If I delete a list, my list gonna sit in user recycle bin. If I gonna delete the site itself, then this site also going to sit in a user recycle bin. User recycle bins means the user who delete this document. Now, if user on my SharePoint have a specific right. So for an example, we've seen that user can be member of reviewer. User can be member of contributor. User can be member of owner. The user who delete the document, they can recover the document if they have at least a contributor permission. User with reviewer permission, they can only read the document. but they cannot see the recycle bin at all. This option is not available to them. So user-based recycle bin only available to user who has at least a contributor permission or an owner permission, or at least have an edit right on my SharePoint, either as a document or a list. In a worst case scenario, sometimes it also happens that when user delete any document or a list on the site, it is gonna sit in recycle bin, and by default, the time cycle which is defined for a recycle bin is 14 days, which is exactly 2 weeks. Within 2 weeks, if document not get recovered, list not get recovered, or site not get recovered, document will automatically move to next recycle bin, which is admin recycle bin. Or we can say that a site collection recycle bin. In a site collection recycle bin, it is gonna stay for 90 days. And if the document not recover from here as well, or list or site does not recover here as well after the site collection recycle bin, which give me a duration around 30 to 90 days, document will be finally purged, means removed from SharePoint infrastructure itself. It cannot be recovered at all. Until and unless we do not have a backup of this specific SharePoint document management system. So if I have a backup, only I have a chance to recover, otherwise no. So this is how the whole flow works. In a SharePoint, whatever we delete, it is going to sit in a stage 1 recycle bin for 14 days. From stage 1, a user with edit permission can recover their document list and site. Once this stage is clear, document will go and sit in site collection recycle bin, where only site administrator has a permission, no user permission work here. It is only visible to site collection administrator. And once the document life cycle in site collection recycle bin complete, which is around 30 to 90 days, document list or site finally purged from SharePoint infrastructure, and it is no longer available to retrieve until and unless when the document uploaded in a SharePoint infrastructure is not backed up. Or yesterday we seen that we have a two kind of a document management system. One is called archive and one is called a legal hold, which is called preservation document management system. So if such case is there, then your document is still safe, because if I copy the document from one SharePoint library, document SharePoint library to another SharePoint library, as we did yesterday, then it means that I have a copy of my document in another site library as well. Another way is that if there is a legal hold applied, then my document copy is still safe in preservation document library. So we still have a chance to implement the second document library where we can copy my document or keep a copy of the document from one part to another part, one document library to another document library. And second one, if we have put a legal hold, then my document library is already keep a copy of all the document in a preservation document library. So SharePoint is gonna give me all the way to protect us against accidental deletion by mistake. If I delete any site, a document or a list, no worry, whatever you delete, it is not going out of SharePoint automatically. It is going to sit in recycle bin first. A stage one recycle bin where it go and stay for 14 days, and any user with edit right can recover this document list on the site. Second option, even from the recycle bin, if someone manually delete before 14 days, then still that document list on the site is not removed from SharePoint. So many times what the user does, they understand that when they delete the document, it is going to sit in recycle bin. That knowledge most of the user has. So they delete the document from main document management system, and they also remove the document from recycle bin. And they say that I am safe now because document is no longer there. But it's not true. Document is still there. But in other recycle bin, which user can't access, user can't see, and that recycle bin is only available with site collection recycle bin. So anything which is happening below the sites, it is go and sit in site collection recycle bin. So let's do that now. We are going to create a site collection. We are going to upload some document. We are also going to create a list. We are also going to create a sub-site. And then we are going to delete everything and try to recover. And let's understand how this recovery model work in SharePoint to protect us against any kind of an accidental deletion or a intentional deletion of the SharePoint. All right, so let me log in, give you an access. Just wait for a sec. La la la. Yes. Yeah. Running all fine. Monica, you are in control now. Let's create a new blank new site. Give it a name. Backup demo. It's pretty fast today. Let's be admin. All wonderful. Hit okay. All perfect now. My app is ready. Click that one. Wonderful. So my site is ready with default document library. Let's upload some document here. So let me access this site from outside. Oh, so then freezing. Hold for a sec. But before that, we have to copy the IP address, go back to the host file, just say open with, pad. I'm gonna go up to that. Change this IP up today. All good. Now let's copy this part from here and put it here. So it's a monaq /sp admin. Give a password 1234. All right, monaq, you are in control now. Let's upload few documents. We are going to upload 3 documents now. So just click choose file. Select all document of your choice. 1, 2, 3. I think that all 3 picture is going to work. Wonderful for me. Perfect now. Just click OK. All right. Let's scroll it down. Let's confirm. Looks fine for me. Now go and create a subsite. And that subsite also going to be deleted. So we are going to have a site content. And then new subsite. Yeah, just maybe you can make child. Perfect now. Pretty good. Yeah. All right. I think, yeah, it's going to take same permission of the user. I have no options. Say yes, yes, yes. Now let's create a site. All right. Just upload only one document and we are all okay. Choose file. Just any other document. Maybe the PDF. Yeah. All right. All perfect now. Go back to home. Add a custom list. So go to add list libraries, another app. Custom list. Just give it any name, maybe demo. All right. Looks perfect. Yeah, click that one and just create two lists from the demo. Hit the demo now. Just click new item. Type one. Just, yeah. Type two. The one more item. Looks good now. My everything is ready. So we have created a site collection with document management system where I have uploaded few documents. We have also created a sub-site where we also uploaded some document, and then also we create a list. Let us start one by one. Go back to document now. Select the first document. Hit delete from your keyboard. All right, click OK. It's gone. Now right click this document in the document tool and say delete. This is the second option through which we can delete. All right, pretty fine. Click OK. Select the third document and go to the file menu. And now you have a delete document option. So all three ways available for a user to delete the document. Hit OK now. My document gone. My three document gone. I have no document in my document library. But remember, when we delete any document, it is still not deleted. It is still go and sit in recycle bin. I have my 14 days as a user to go and retrieve this document from recycle bin. And I can go and still have this 14 days available to me. So now this SP admin user have a right, or you can say a right to recover the document. Now do one thing, go back to site setting, site content, sorry. Click site content. Now on right hand side, on top, you see there is something called, okay, no worry. Try click site content again. Yeah. On right hand side, we are able to see recycle bin. And here I have a 3 document. Do one thing, select the first and click restore. Just say restore. Okay. First you have restored. Why you are able to restore? Because you have edit permission. You logged in with SP admin. Select the second one and say delete selection. I am a clever user. I say that, hey, document 2 gone. Leave the first document. Go back to your home. First check in a document library. Yes, I have my document number 3 available as such, right? But document number 2, document number 3, because document number 2, I have deleted permanently. I said that it cannot be recovered. And document number 1 is still in a recycle bin where I want to be there. Now let's share this site with Tom. So on the right hand side, top, share the site with Tom. Let Tom to log in. Click share option on right hand side top. Share this site with Tom. All right. Click save. Oh, hold on for a moment. We have to check what right the Tom get now. So I have this one. Click Tom. Tom. Because by default, when you click that, this user by default have edit right. Edit right means he can still recover the document. All right, leave it. Now share this with Tim as well. So I'm going to share this site with two different users, Tim and a Tom. But for a Tim, give only a view right. Just below, just make him a member of a visitor, which is having a read right. All right, perfect. Now let's now copy this URL and first let's log in with Tim. So I'm gonna put it, I'm gonna log in. And I say that monoq slash Tim and say password 1234. Perfect now. Tim is pretty happy. Tim has logged in now. So yeah, I'm logged in with the team. I go to the site content. Oh my God. Oh my God. No recycle bin for me. So when there is no recycle bin for me, I cannot recover the document. Because to recover the document, minimum permission required is an edit right. Only the user who has an edit right, this recycle bin is visible. It is not visible to everyone. Now let me open a Google Chrome. I'm gonna paste that one, hit enter. I am going to log in with monoq Tom. Have a password. Tom is pretty happy. Tom has come here. Now for a Tom, they are able to see the recycle bin. So what is the difference between Tim and Tom? Tim only have a read permission. To access the recycle bin, you minimum require an edit permission to see this recycle bin itself. Now to recover the document which sent to recycle bin, you need again an edit right on a document itself. So now when I logged in with the Tom, I am able to see a recycle bin document. But it said that, hey guys, no document for you. Because on site level, I have given a permission to Tom as a edit right. But still at a document level, Tom do not have an edit right. So when I logged in with the user like SP admin, who has edit right on a document, I am able to see that this document especially now. So only the user Who can recover the document? First, recycle bin is only visible to the user with edit right. To recover the document from the recycle bin,